3 years in the making. The best way to catch the biggest bass in any body of water. One of the most intriguing and fun baits to fish on the water.
Got it, get it, get it.
Big baits catch big fish. This is the Storm Arashi Glide. Swim baits is a big category. The Storm Arashi Glide is a hard plastic, super durable, single joint bait. The single joint is probably one of the most important things in this bait, and it's one of the hardest things to get perfect. And having just the right amount of flex in that joint from side to side completely changes the action, changes the versatility of it. And so it took a long time to get all of these features right. And it's almost like a freestyle type bait, right? I can take this bait, I can make it glide, kind of 3/4 turns, and that bait's gonna glide side to side. I can speed it up, dart side to side super quick. So if I see a fish following, I can spin this bait all the way around. The other cool thing with this bait that I feel like a lot of glide baits lack is the fact that I can burn this bait and it's not gonna blow out. It's gonna track. Okay, especially in clear water, that can be a big game changer.
Yep.
One thing to keep in mind with big glide baits is that it's really a visual technique, and not so much for us as anglers, but for the fish, they want to be able to see this big bait. With that, we need to have those real high detail colors. Now, not all of the colors look exactly like a fish that maybe you've seen. Something like this okiwamisu, right? We don't have these in the US. It's a Japanese bait fish. It really doesn't look like anything, but looks a little bit like everything. And that's enough to make those fish trigger. It's really the action and then those shades and those tones of those colors that make those fish react. Another one! Now there's a couple key features in this bait that also are gonna help you land more of those fish. The rotated flat line tie that's gonna help this bait be extremely versatile. Big eyeballs, that was one thing that I wanted on here. Something that would allow those fish to really key in on the front of this bait. Rotating hook hangers, so that those can swivel when you hook those fish. They have a really hard time getting any leverage.
Oh gosh. Big in.
That tail that is a really unique style tail. The shape is pretty standard, but the consistency of it does a really good job of being elastic and coming back to its true form. So this bait is by far the easiest glide bait to fish for guys that have never thrown one, for beginner swim bait fishermen. But for the guys that throw swim baits day in and day out, it's gonna give them a slightly different look than what those fish have seen before. There we go. Right, it's kind of a lot of the good things from a lot of the other baits that we grabbed and pulled into this bait and put into one. Oh, check that out. That right there is why you throw the Storm Arashi Glide. You have the potential to catch the fish of a lifetime on this bait. We want to help you do that. That is the kind of fish that you catch on big glide baits.